Welcome back to News Around, the definitive sanctuary for those who seek the heartbeat behind the headlines. We are not here to merely skim the surface of the tabloids, we are here to excavate the emotional truths of the stars who define our screens and our imaginations. Today, we stand at the precipice of a revelation so volatile, so deeply personal, that it threatens to redefine the narrative of one of Turkey's most enigmatic leading men. We are talking about Barış Arduç. For years, he has been a figure of stoic silence, a man who guarded his private life with the ferocity of a sentinel. But today, the walls have crumbled. In a confession that has paralyzed the industry, Barış has turned his gaze backward, admitting to a mistake that millions of fans have whispered about for years. He has spoken about Elsen Sangu, and his words are drenched in the heavy, bitter perfume of regret. Before we unravel this complex tapestry of lost love, present chaos, and future possibilities, we invite you to anchor yourself in our community. Please subscribe and activate the notification bell to ensure you never miss a beat of these developing sagas. And for those who wish to empower our investigative storytelling and gain access to the deepest insights, we strongly urge you to click the join button below. Your support is the lifeblood of News Around. Now, let us step into the storm of Barış Arduç's confession. The Turkish entertainment industry is a landscape often defined by carefully curated public personas and scripted press releases. However, every once in a while, a moment of raw, unpolished humanity pierces through the veil, shattering the illusion and leaving the public breathless. This week, that moment belongs to Barış Arduç, the celebrity who has long occupied the center of the news cycle. Not just for his cinematic triumphs but for the turbulence that has dogged his personal life, has finally broken his self-imposed silence. Yet, this was not a standard interview filled with platitudes about new projects or career milestones. This was a confession. It was a look into the rearview mirror of a life that has been moving too fast, a reflection that has caused a stir on social media comparable to a digital earthquake. After a particularly tumultuous period marked by public spats and private agony with his ex-partner, Gupse Özay, Barış Arduç has drawn attention with a sentence that feels less like a statement and more like a scar being revealed. "I realized my ex-girlfriend Elsin Sangu's worth very late." This single sentence, uttered in a moment of vulnerability, has ignited a firestorm among his followers and the tabloid press alike. It is a sentence that validates the theories of thousands of fans, while simultaneously opening a window into the soul of a man who is seemingly grappling with the ghosts of his past choices. To understand the weight of this confession, one must first navigate the stormy waters of his recent past. In recent months, the controversy between Barış Arduç and Gupse Özay has been the subject of repeated, often heated, debate. What was once portrayed as a stable union dissolved into a chaotic separation, the tension exacerbated by mutual statements that were often sharp enough to draw blood. Social media became a battlefield, with posts and accusations flying like shrapnel, tearing apart the image of domestic bliss. The psychological toll of this war cannot be overstated. Barış, a man known for his composure, chose to withdraw into himself during the height of this conflict. Due to the complexities of his dissolving personal life and a significantly increased workload designed to distract him from the pain, he remained out of the spotlight for a while, becoming a phantom in his own industry. However, recent events have once again brought him into the public eye, not as the confident star, but as a reflective man picking up the pieces. In statements shared with his inner circle and leaked to the press, Barış Arduç expressed a profound, deep-seated disappointment with his ex-partner's behavior during the separation. He explained that his trust, a currency he values above all else, was irreparably damaged during this period. The toxicity of the end forced him to re-evaluate the behavior of everyone around him, leading to a period of intense skepticism and isolation. "Sometimes you only realize the value of things after you lose them. After what I went through with Gupse, I've become aware of many things," he reportedly said, his voice laced with the exhaustion of someone who has fought a battle where there were no winners. He explained that the events had left him emotionally drained, hollowed out, and searching for meaning in the wreckage. But the real bombshell, the headline that has eclipsed the drama with Gupse, was about Elsen Sangu. It seems that the darkness of his recent experiences has served as a contrast, illuminating the light he once had and let go. Boris explained that when his long, iconic relationship with Elsen ended years ago, he reached a point of closure where he thought it was over, believing that chapter was firmly shut. But time, as it often does, has a way of clarifying truths that were once obscured by the fog of youth and ambition. He stated that, especially after the recent traumas he experienced, the arguments, the lack of understanding, the noise, he found himself reconsidering how Elsen made him feel. He began to remember the quiet safety she provided, the value of a relationship that was defined not by conflict, but by a unique synergy. Elsen was a completely different person. I didn't appreciate her value back then. I didn't appreciate her when she was with me. Now, looking back, I see even more how special she was. This sentence became a trending topic on social media within minutes, spreading across platforms like wildfire. It is a quote that speaks to the universal human experience of taking a good thing for granted until it is gone. It suggests that Boris is now viewing Elsen not just as a co-star or an ex, but as a standard of grace that he failed to meet. Following Boris's stunning statements, his followers were immediately divided into opposing camps. Some argued that the celebrity had reached a certain level of awareness, albeit late, and praised his courage for admitting his mistake publicly. They see this as a sign of growth, a man evolving through pain. Others, however, were more cynical. They believed that this outburst could have been the result of a fleeting emotional moment, a reaction to the pain caused by Gupse rather than a genuine realization about Elsen. And some, the eternal optimists of the Elbar fandom, even claimed that it was a sign of a return, a coded message sent out into the universe in the hopes that she might hear it. This brings us to a critical question about the nature of love and timing. We want to ask you, the insightful news around community, do you believe in the concept of right person, wrong time? Was Boris simply too young or too distracted to understand what he had with Elsen, or is he romanticizing the past because his present is painful? We are dying to hear your psychological analysis. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoy these deep dives, hit the like button to support our channel. As rumors continue to circulate, new details being discussed behind the scenes have further fueled the debate, adding layers of complexity to the narrative. According to information from his close circle of friends who have sat with him during these long nights of introspection, Boris has entered a deep, almost philosophical state of mind following the emotional crisis of recent months. The heated arguments with Gupse, the social media wars that stripped away his privacy, and the family conflicts that ensued have caused a severe psychological exhaustion for the famous actor. It is said that one of the things he has questioned most during this period of solitude is his own judgment. He has been rigorously evaluating his past relationships, holding them up against the light of his recent experiences. Boris's words, "Now I understand Elsen's value," are interpreted by his friends not as a spur-of-the-moment comment, but as the result of this long, painful period of reflection. Sources close to the celebrity report that Boris has been frequently talking about his time with Elsen Sangu, especially in recent weeks. He is re-evaluating their memories from today's standpoint, seeing them through the lens of a man who now knows what a toxic relationship looks like. He reportedly stated that Elsen's calmness, her infinite patience, and the silent sacrifices she made during their relationship were never truly appreciated at the time. He took her peace for granted, mistaking it for passivity, only to realize now that it was her greatest strength. Meanwhile, on the other side of this emotional equation, Elsen's camp is silent. Her close friends are reportedly watching Boris's statements with a mix of curiosity and caution, but the actress herself is in no hurry to respond. As always, Elsen chooses a calm, controlled, and dignified approach to emotional matters. She does not fight her battles in the press. She fights them with her silence. Some commentary in the industry suggests that her past resentments are still fresh, that the wounds from how their relationship ended have not fully healed, and therefore, Boris's statements may be seen by her not as a compliment, but as a too little, too late realization. Social media remains divided on her stance. Is this maturity? Or is it late regret? Some followers praise Elsen Sangu's quiet dignity, saying that true strength lies in calmness, contrasting her behavior with the chaotic energy radiating from Boris's life. She stands as a pillar of stability, refusing to be drawn back into the drama that she escaped years ago. The tabloid press agrees on one thing: both actors are entering a new phase. These statements, which serve as a form of public internal reckoning for Barış Arduç, indicate that he is re-evaluating both his past relationships and his entire emotional world. The timing of such a confession immediately after the violent end of his turbulent relationship with Gupse Özay is also very notable. Some industry insiders believe this is his effort to move on, a way of purging the past to clear the deck for the future. Others, more romantic or perhaps more tragic in their view, believe it is the pain of a man who misses the past and realizes his mistakes only when the door is already closed. All eyes are now on Elsen Sangu. Will Barış Arduç's words mark the beginning of a new page between them? Will she offer forgiveness, or will she maintain her distance? No one knows, but one thing is clear: the tabloid press will keep discussing this statement for a long time. It is a story of redemption, of regret, and of the enduring question: can we ever truly go back? Barış Arduç has laid his cards on the table, exposing a vulnerability we rarely see in stars of his magnitude. He has admitted to the world that he let a diamond slip through his fingers. Now, the ball is in Elsen's court, even if she chooses never to play. What do you think will happen next? Will Elsen respond, or will her silence remain her final word? Share your predictions in the comments. Thank you for trusting News Around with these delicate narratives. If you haven't already, please subscribe and click that bell icon. And remember, clicking the join button is the best way to ensure we can keep bringing you these deep, exclusive insights. Until next time, remember to value what you have before it becomes a memory.